Today in our Tools for Dollhouse Miniature Crafters, we are going to talk about the scoring board. Stay tuned and see how useful this can be. Alright, so we're talking about, like I said in the intro, we're talking about the scoreboard. And I will admit, this is not, it doesn't get as much use as some of my other tools with my miniatures, but it generated tons and tons of questions when I did use it for a few projects. The reason I don't use it for miniatures very often is it does make a very wide score line. So although it would probably work for making like the boxes and things, the printable boxes and those kinds of things, there's a limited use for miniatures, but it's still a worthwhile tool. I do use it a lot in my 18-inch doll crafting, in my general card making and general crafting. So I thought it was worth a visit. And I see that mine is filthy. So what is it? It's a plastic board. It's got a ruler on two sides. It is 12.5 or I guess 13 by 13 inches on the work surface here. And it has these lines which are spaced every 1/8 of an inch. Those are so that you can score things nice and straight. The center's marked, and it counts out from the center also on the top. It has this little storage area, and in the storage area is what's called a bone folder. This is what you use to make your scoring marks. So I just grabbed a couple of sheets of cardstock here. I'm going to show you how this works. Hopefully I can do it without knocking anything down. So just pick any of these lines and just go down the line. Now if you go too hard on a thinner piece of paper, it will tear the paper. But the beauty of this is it makes a beautiful scored line that you can make a fold mark on. I think this is a Martha Stewart brand. There are other brands of these. I paid around $20 for it, so if you're going to do a lot of crafting besides just your miniatures, I think it really is worth the price. The nice thing is you can score very close together. You can score every 1/8 inch, and you don't have to fold on the score lines. You can do some really cool designs with this. Okay, we've got that. Now what if we just go like this, and we go you can score on as many or as few lines as you want, and that makes a really cool design. This could be used to make textured wall coverings for your dollhouse. We used it to make our faux wood. We used it to make our faux tiles. So yeah, there are definitely miniature uses for this tool. For scoring some of your printables, this is really useful. And the nice thing is, because you have these lines, it's very precise. It's really easy to score a nice straight line as long as you're starting from the edge. It's harder if you're not starting from the edge, but it's really easy to score. And you get a cool design on the other side too. So that is the scoring board. Oh, one other thing, I almost forgot. It's got this really cool tool down here. It's primarily used for making envelopes. But, let's see, how does it goes like this. It's got a lip there, so you can also score diagonally. Which is pretty cool too. So you can make some nice diagonal lines too. Again, more for other crafting, not necessarily for miniature making, but it does have its uses. Be sure and check the blog post and find me on Facebook, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.